I like girls. And if there are two girls I like the most in this world, it's Claudia and Becca. Thank you both for teaching me how to flaunt my slutty little waist. I'm gonna be honest with you all. There are some divine energy out in this world currently that is trying to stop me from getting this video out to you all. Everything that you can think that could have possibly went wrong in the recording process for trying to get this video out to you all. I've literally had, this is my second time doing this whole entire video. Swear to God. I have really been excited to talk about Dead or Alive Xtreme for you all for quite some time, ever since I recently started playing this again. So, I first played this game back when it originally released back in... Listen, I'm not that good at maths. It's 9 minus 2015. That would, hold on. Oh, I'm not doing that. I'm not about to look like an absolute imbecile right in front of my friends. 2016. Back when it came out in 2016, we are playing Dead or Alive Xtreme Trace, the Fortune free-to-play edition, because I ain't paying $60 damn importing this game. So I only got this game. I don't even know what compelled me to get this game again. I mean, one, I just bought my PS5 and I have no more cash on me. So I'm just looking through my library of what games I can play, and I saw Dead or Alive 3 Xtreme. I was all like, oh, that's the Gooner game. Let's goon again. Because I can assure you, the reason why I played that game all them years ago to why I play it now, and they're completely well, no, I wasn't, no, wait, hold on. Like, no goon shit. I was not, essentially what I was saying is that I'm gonna be completely honest. This is gonna be a bold claim, but this game, playing it recently, has quite literally changed my life. And honestly, playing that game all them years ago changed my life in so many different ways too, that I was not privy to or did not see the fruits of that labor until just recently when I clocked it. I was like, wait, that all started with Dead or Alive 3. Mad, I didn't even see that coming. I think it's very interesting all the differing ways that a single piece of media can be interpreted. Because I'm sure this game needs no introduction. You've probably seen screenshots of it, even if you don't know the name. You've probably heard people talk about it, and you've probably heard, or think that you've heard, all that there needs to be heard about this game. But I'm telling you, you didn't hear it from me, so you didn't hear it right. I'm gonna start off by saying that I feel like this game has a bit of an identity crisis. It tries to portray itself in a specific light and go for a very niche audience when it has the atmosphere of a game that should be marketed towards a whole entire different group of people. Not to say that this group doesn't need to be marketed towards, they're gonna buy the game anyways. But there's a complete other untapped market that this game is just completely fighting, and I feel like it could open itself up to far more praise and far more sales and success if it just stopped trying to be something that it isn't. I just realized I just had a bit of a flash in my eyes. So I was like, that is literally that could literally have been applied to myself into how I'm. Oh my gosh, that's a quote. You could use that for life. Be who you are, because the people who you're supposed to be around aren't gonna be around you if you aren't even yourself. Oh! Don't look at my ass. Oh! Oh! So in this game, you control various women who are a part of the Dead or Alive franchise. This is a spin-off of the Dead or Alive games, the fighting games. Extremely fun. Check out my videos on those over here, over here. I don't know my lefts and my rights. And you're on an island owned by one of the legacy characters in Dead or Alive named Zach. And as the girls, you're on a 2-week island vacation where you hang out with other women, do activities, and you're just trying to have the best vacation as possible. The hell was that? Did you hear that? That was scary as shit. I'm not gonna lie to you all. If you have not been able to see the footage, clearly my game is in Japanese. That's the only way, at least that I am able to get this game, is in full Japanese. Now, I don't know if you can see this, but I'm not Japanese. And my Japanese comprehension is that of a lobotomized first grader. Also, look at it. I'm not exactly focused on reading while I'm playing this game. So, like, the inner workings of who Zach is to the island, I'm not too sure, because the bits that I have been able to put together is very contradictory. I'm not too sure, because I'm pretty sure Zach owns the island, but then there's another character in the game called the owner who isn't Zach, and then you have the women who are just guests on the island. I'm gonna be honest, the story doesn't really matter. It's sexy women and bouncing boobies. Come on, guys! Have you ever said something so cringe and so just like, why the fuck did you say that? But like, you can't take it back because it's like, it's already recorded and you can't really edit that bit out because it flows too well together. And now you just look like a fucking numpsy. A fucking virgin, mate. Jesus Christ, this video stinks! So back to the game. So essentially the main thing about this game is just making the best of a 2-week island vacation with the woman that you pick. There are essentially 2 modes in this game. There's one mode called, I don't remember the translation in my mind. It's either girl mode or it's woman mode, where you essentially play as the woman that you selected in a various amount of activities, or you play as the owner, who is pretty much essentially the cameraman. Instead of controlling the women, you just control the camera during their activities. And on the top right, yeah, on the top right, I think, there is, you can see my level, and that is the owner's level. Essentially, the more missions that you complete for the owner / the women, you get a higher owner mode. You get a higher owner level. And this allows you to unlock new items for the women, which could be like new poses to take for the camera mode, or new clothing items and stuff like that. The owner level is very integral for this game because more levels, more options to buy for the women. Oh my god, it's so cute! And the options, y'all, they're so good. They're so good. I mean, they lock some of the best items behind the owner mode. You have to level up that. Or it's Koei Tecmo. I don't know too much about Koei Tecmo, but I have played Dead or Alive 5 last match or whatever, and they seem very reminiscent of like early 2010s Capcom, where them niggas were taxing. I mean, they got DLC for everything. If you don't want to level up the owner mode, you can of course pay real money to just bypass. And I'm just all like, these niggas are slick. Not really. I'm just, listen, bitch. I will never pay my actual Delaroons, my actual rupees on fictional women. No, I don't care if you do. Go ahead. I don't care, but me? That shit is so uggas. Anyway, just for me, I could never justify doing that. Why would I spend money on a woman who's a bunch of ones and zeros when I can make myself look hot? The fuck? Anyways, I'm sorry. Back to the game. So the owner mode, essentially getting more items to buy for the women. There are That is I would say the bread and butter of this game, because the activities, if you've seen footage of this game from maybe like 5-10 minutes, you've probably seen all that there is to see in terms of activities. And I'll get to that in a second. I'll get more to that in a second. Because there isn't too many activities to do. If you've done only one playthrough of this game, again, it's only 2 weeks, so 14 days. One playthrough, you've probably seen it all. It's the mission activities. It'll be all like, play volleyball on the hardest difficulty, play the butt game. I don't know what it's translated to in English. The butt game. And you have to win twice, or maybe it's get a perfect run on the jump game. I don't know the translations. I'm playing this game in a foreign language. But between the activities, right, there is actually surprisingly amount of depth when it comes to the activities. You'll think playing just playing like 1 or 2, 3 rounds of it, that you know everything that it has to offer. But it's much like a fighting game, or at least I'm not too good at fighting games. I just started playing Dead or Alive, the original. And so like there's so much stuff that the game doesn't tell you that you have to figure out on your own. And so like there are certain techniques that I noticed that the AI would do in like the harder, more evolved difficulties. I'm just all like, why the fuck do they have movesets that I don't have access to? It's because even if you look at the controls, there are stuff that you have to experiment with that can make you better at the game. I'm so like, they actually put depth into this shit. See, I thought this game was just about a bunch of bouncing booties and up. Dude, it's like you did it again. It's like, this isn't, you don't even talk like that. You don't even talk like that. But yeah, definitely you have to experiment. I think I found a strategy on the booty game that the AI, they was cooking my ass. They was beating my ass figuratively and literally. But I found a little tech. I'm still getting my ass kicked, but like at least I found some tech, you know what I'm saying? And then volleyball, I used to get cooked in volleyball, mate. Cooked. But I've been working out some stuff. It is volleyball. I mean, it's like the original like mode of this game. But it is so fun. It is so fun to play volleyball. I love that minigame now. I actually want to start playing volleyball in real life. I was talking to a friend, and she was like, "Oh yeah, I see volleyball." Never mind. Actually, no, I'm gonna keep that. No, I was like, no, I've already said enough suspect stuff. I'm gonna keep it a right. I'm not. No, I'm gonna just say, I'm defo about to get a few rounds in. That's all. But yeah, this game is very addicting. I think it's one of those games where it's just all like, it's just fun to play in little bursts. But even the little bursts that I'll have, there were like moments where I'm just like, okay, I'm gonna get one round in volleyball, and then I'm gonna turn the game off. Okay. But then I'll start playing, I'm just all like, but Kasumi needs a new swimsuit. Like I gotta level up the odor mode a couple times, and then a 5-minute playthrough, at least planned, will turn into like an hour session long of gaming, 30-minute session long of gaming. This game is really fun once you get into the gameplay loop of what you're supposed to do, and how to play it effectively. Now, let's get to the moment we've all been waiting for. Listen, we know who this game is marketed towards. Now, I'll hit on this a bit, because there are certain things I don't want to exactly bring attention to, because I don't have anything to add further on, and I feel like it's going to diminish this video to a certain degree. But this game was This game originally started, I believe, in 2003 on the original Xbox. It was called Dead or Alive Xtreme Volleyball. Right, volleyball I think was the only mode in the original title. Back then, right, this is 2003, the sort of people who would go for a game like this are people who are extreme Dead or Alive fans, no pun intended, and have some sort of like very, very fondness for the women of the Dead or Alive franchise, right? Well, the thing is, we live in 2025, some 23 years later. W Mouse? Did I say 22? I did say 22, bitch. Anyways, some 22 years later, the whole landscape of the internet, I mean, the whole landscape of everything has changed. If I want to see Kasumi, I could literally type into Google right now or type into a fucking prompt, Kasumi getting clapped down by 50 different clones of Thanos, and I could get that shit in an instant from what I've heard from other people's accounts, of course. Essentially, what I'm trying to say is like fan servicey games like this. Fan servicey games like this don't really make too much sense in the current landscape because you can find so much content on that specific like DOA character that you're interested in without having to pay $50-$60 for it now. You know what I'm saying? I'm not exactly trying to make a point here. I'm just kind of trying to segue into where I'm going with this. Like, I remember one of the things hearing about Dead or Alive Extreme was that the developers, they stopped selling this game in the West because they felt that the West, they said a few other things, but we don't have to touch on that here because it's a bit too, no. But they said they did not believe that a game like this would sell well in a Western market. If that ain't the most bullshit thing I ever... You got a game? Sexy women doing sexy things? You don't think that's gonna sell well in America? America? Like, and like, let's be honest here. Let's be honest here. Cut the shit. We know why they stopped selling this game in the West. It had nothing to do with, we didn't think this game was gonna sell well. Y'all niggas lying. Y'all niggas, we know you're lying. All I'm gonna say is this. There is no reason as to why I can pull up to a strip club, get a lap dance, go to the nearest alley, get topped down by a stripper, kick her out my hole, pull out executioner style, assassinate her in the back of the head like... Almost made a crazy joke. Let's not do that. I don't want them to come for me. Executioner style sniper ass and get my money back in every single GTA, and it's #1 on the charts every single time a new game comes out, but a game with bouncing breasts is too much for the American audience to handle. Fuck out of here. Fuck out of here. Y'all lying. We know you're lying. Huh? And listen, I've thought about this for a while, so I can dissect that argument in and of itself. But still, I think there's a lot I want to say there, but I don't think it's too important. I understand the unease that people have towards this game, and I'll get to my own personal unease later on. But for me, I think this game has a very cute atmosphere. Despite what a lot of people will say about it, this game has a very cute atmosphere. If there's one thing that I personally love, it's sexy women who know that they're attractive, just doing shit, I love confident women. I do, without a shadow of a doubt. And I don't want to get into Western whatever and society, but like, I'm gonna be honest. Some people want to act like, oh, women, freedom, and all this stuff. But in reality, they want to police women harder than the opposing side do sometimes. And that shit is just like, I'm not gonna say too, but I don't even make this about nothing. I do this all the time. It's like, Evelyn, don't say nothing, because you don't want them to come after you. But it's all like, I'm gonna say this anyways. I remember I had this one friend, and she was trying to tell me about the type of man that she wanted to marry, right? And she got all nervy. She was all like, but should I tell you? I don't want to tell you. Because I understand that it's kind of like, I don't know, I'm kind of scared. I'm just all like, listen, I'm not forcing you to do anything. If you don't want to tell me, don't tell me. But she's like, but I want to tell you, but I don't. I was like, listen, you don't have to tell me. You're freaking me the fuck out, okay? Like, don't tell me. She's like, okay, I really want a man who's gonna take care of me financially, and I stay home and I do the housework and I do all this stuff. And I was all like, okay, why the fuck did you sound like it was something bad? And that's the thing. It's all like, this internet shit, y'all are fucking stupid as fuck, bruh. It's all like, this internet stuff will, like, the places that she sectors online tells her that the stuff that she wants is bad because it's not, you know. But it's all like, why are we diminishing people's choice to make their own actions in their lives? If you want a man to take care of you, go find that man. If you want to take care of yourself, do that for yourself. But you have, again, this is what I said, nigga. As a woman, you can't do anything right. You can't have anything. A woman sexualized, everybody, oh, I thought women said they don't want to be sexualized. But a woman who isn't, man, we gotta sexualize her as much as possible. A woman who wants to be taken care of, oh my gosh, you have it on easy mode. A woman who doesn't want to be taken care of, oh my gosh, you're so masculine, you're so dickhead. Shut your bitch ass up! Nigga! It's almost like different people who aren't the same, like, and want, desire different things out of life. Oh! That was incredibly gay. Oh my gosh, my camera is recording for quite some time. I'm gonna end this just because I'm scared, because I've been recording for almost over 30 minutes and my shit has not told me to turn it off yet. Like, for me personally, I really enjoy people who flaunt the shit that they got. I'm just like, if you got something that you enjoy, why the fuck do you feel the need to, like, downplay it and be like, oh, no, it's not. I'm like, bitch, if you feel like that, bitch, be that bitch, bitch! Be that bitch, bitch! And that is why I love this game so much, because it's, at the end of the day, it's just a fun, cute game with a bunch of different clothing items, dress up. It's just women on an island doing hot shit. And I'm just all like, how can I be angry at that? I can't, except for the glaring issues that I have with this game, which we'll come back to at a later time. Be prepared for the following messages. Ta-ta!
Disney Channel's original movie, Eddie's $1 Million Cook-Off, is next.
Then, oh sister, where art thou? Watch Sister, Sister. Friends help friends make their dream come true.
You're a cheetah girl because of what's in your heart.
You're not the boss of everything.
The Cheetah Girls.
How do you guys believe in what we have?
Coming in August, only on Disney Channel.
I remember when this game first came out, and I was extremely alarmed because I remember reading this comment from this guy and he seemed extremely concerned. He goes, "Help, I think this game has turned me gay. I really enjoy playing as a little French girl in the cat suit. Now I think I've become a little breedable gay femboy." That was about 9 years ago and nobody's heard from him since. So I'm gonna say something. I'm gonna say something that's gonna get a lot of Jimmys rustled. And I'm here for it. This game, Dead or Alive Xtreme Volleyball, we know who it's marketed for. We know who the target audience is supposed to be. But honey, I'm gonna be honest. This game is gay as fuck, y'all. I'm sorry. It is. Look, I mean, just level with me for a second. This is literally a fucking cozy game. I'm sorry, bitch. Hold on. I'm sorry. Like, I'm just like, I know who the developers plan this game to be for. And I know what the target demographic is supposed to be. But I think they just went a bit too far. Somebody on the development team I don't know what they were doing. This is deadass a cozy game with cute clothes and hot women. You wanna know who's on the fucking soundtrack of these games? "2000s dance pop girlies." They have fucking Christina Aguilera on the soundtrack, nigga! Not in this game in particular, but like I've looked at the soundtracks of the previous. I'm like, bitch, I'm sorry, you do not have 2000s pop girlies on the soundtrack for a game marketed towards who you're trying to market towards. That shit is just not congruent. Okay? The people you're marketing towards are the same people who hear these tracks and, "Oh, I can't listen to this while the homies are around." Man, shut your bitch ass up! Like, I remember a few years ago, I got a little bit into this game. I forget the reason why I started playing it that time. I have the playlist right here. I made a whole entire playlist. I think this must have been back in 2019. It's literally called Extreme. Spelled the same way. I started this playlist December 1st of 2018. 9, 10, 11, 9, 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wait. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15. Okay, I was like, I know I'm not stupid. Wait. 5, 6, 7 whole years ago, I made a whole playlist. This bitch has 170 songs, 10 hours long, of just a bunch of tracks that reminded me of this game, genuinely. And actually, some of the tracks are some of which are actually in the game itself, or some of the artists. I didn't even know that. I was all like, "Hey, yo, this song is actually pretty cool. I wonder what media it's in." Then I realized, oh shit, this is in Dead or Alive, actually. And I used to listen to this playlist called Extreme all the time whenever I wanted to tap into some like feminine energy back in like 2018 for reasons that would not become apparent for another like 2 to 3 years. And like I wanna take a step back from the comedy. I want to take a step back from the entertainment. I am not here to convince people to like this game. Listen, I understand why people don't like this game. I understand all the controversies that surround this game. I understand it to a T. I'm not here to change anybody's opinion. I'm not here to say you have to like this game. I'm not saying to say you have to hate it. I don't care. I don't know you. But for me, in the ways that I've interacted with this game and the energy that it's given back to me and the way that I choose to engage with it, it's genuinely changed my life in so many different ways. And in so many different ways I wasn't even aware of till just recently, until this most recent playthrough. And even in ways that will probably won't come to fruition for a number of years, but if you stick with me, I hope you see it. Because I have some big things planned in the background. Can't tell you, because niggas are snakes, and niggas want to steal ideas because they can't make anything of their fucking own. But yeah, let's talk about it. Let's talk about some of the things that people have, or at least I should say I personally have, because I haven't done a deep dive into the reasons why people don't like the game. Because again, I'm not on gaming content. The last place I went, listen, girl, I'm gonna be honest, I'm actually scared to put this video out, but some of the most lovely videos I've ever put out have been the ones where I was fearful to record. So I'm sure this will be great for me. But if there's one thing I will say that did sort of set me off from this game, was there is this one mode in the game where it's called the owner mode. The owner mode, again, is the cameraman, essentially, of the game. And during owner mode, there is this very voyeuristic feel to the camera where the women don't know, where the women, it's seemingly like they don't know that the camera guy is there, essentially. And I've been thinking about this game for quite some time, and I can pick holes in this argument in what I'm about to say. Again, I'm not trying to feed anybody opinions on this game. If you love this game, love this game. If you hate this game, hate this game. I don't care. I'm talking about my own things or whatever. In other games do have photo modes, of course. And of course, the photo modes are very voyeuristic because the characters don't know they're there because they're in a video game where they're supposed to be, where it's supposed to be their reality, right? But in a game like this, where it does have a very like sexual, you know, overt and covert tonality to it, to have a rather voyeuristic camera mode was a bit off-putting. And again, this is not what the player does with the camera, is up to them. Of course, like I've taken, oh, maybe I can show you some of the photos I've taken. The photos I've taken are absolutely lovely, if I don't say so myself. And I did. But even still, in the back of my mind, I'm just thinking to myself, I like sexy women. I do. Sue me. But I like sexy women who know that they're sexy and engage in sexy stuff consensually. And something about this camera mode just feels fucking uggies to me, okay? Now, there is a different camera mode in the main menu where you can like set up and choose like the specific pose that you want the girls to do. My cat just ran by. I don't know where that pussy's gone. But nah, Jigs, what? Nah, what? Hold on. That bitch is lost. I forgot where I was. Oh, there's a photo mode in the main menu where you can set up and put the girls in specific outfits. Tell them the pose that you want them to do, and you can have a photo op. It's a genuine photo op, because in this mode the girls actually talk to you. It is, listen, because you know who the game is marketed towards. So they do this whole thing where the girls are all like, "Ah, oh, I'm so glad that you're here with me alone and nobody else is around to see us." Bitch, don't talk to me like, I'm gonna be honest, I'm headcanoning in my mind that the photo op mode is 1000% a figment of the owner's imagination. Cause I'm just all like, I'll tell you about my headcanon about this game in a second. But so like in the photo op mode, the girls will actually react to the photos. They'll actually look at the camera instead of looking like they're the only ones alone. They'll actually talk to you and all this stuff. I enjoy that because it actually feels like some sort of relationship. I don't feel like finding a different word instead of relationship. You know what I meant. If you're not weird, you know what I meant. It actually feels like there's some sort of agreement or some sort of like partnership there. Instead of the photo mode instead of the owner photo mode where it just feels like I could do anything right now and they don't know because they have no clue that I'm there, you know? And again, those are just my gripes. what the player does with the camera is completely up to them. It's not forced upon you. There's nothing like, no, it's none of that. If there are a few things I would ask, I do have a bit of complaints. Nigga, yo, stop ending the scene before I can get my flicks in. Cause I swear to God, right, the women will still be moving at the final bits of like that camera op, and I'm just all like, these are some good poses, but the scene is dimming because they're about to switch to another scene. I'm like, I still want to take photos. Why are you ending the scene so fucking early? Let me get the fucking photos I want to get, and then I'll tell you when I want to leave. Nigga, like that is so annoying. And then also, let me have a hold that pose button. Because some of the poses the women do are good, and I want to get the best angle. But when they move from so fucking quickly, I'm like, babes, hold that pose, please. Please. So let me tell you further about my headcanon. The reason why I feel like if they just leaned, they already have this halfway point of this game is just a cozy game with sexy women, right? But there's still the undertone of like, this game definitely has an undertone of, and listen, it's taking everything in mind, because I'm trying to market this video towards the right people. But if I wanted to market this towards the wrong people, I would name this video 3-tier sub simulator, because that is, at some points, that is what this game feels like. It feels like a 3-tier sub simulator of a woman who's a Twitch streamer. Because yo, another addition, right, as the owner, the women never acknowledge your existence except when you give them gifts. I'm like, hold on. They was cooking with something back in 2015. Because Twitch was around in 2015, but like, it wasn't like today, you know what I'm saying? But they was cooking up, they was foreshadowing something. The women never acknowledge your existence as the player except when you give them gifts, and after you give them gifts, they still don't even acknowledge you except when you give them more stuff. And then sometimes it's all like, oh my gosh, it's a gift from the owner? Ah, thanks. Okay, it's not like that, but it really, sometimes I be playing this game, I'm just all like, damn, they got me out here feeling like a Discord mod. I'm like, damn, I didn't think I was that ugly. Like, I didn't think I do. Like, I've never been on this side of the equation before, and I don't want to be. Oh, I should also give this warning for people who are fans of this game. I understand what you're probably thinking. You're seeing me, you're seeing this outfit, you've probably already had so many things about who I am as a person, my character, my political beliefs, and all this other weird shit that the internet tells you about groups of people. But I can promise you, let me say this, there is nothing I want to take away from this game. I would only want additions. There's nothing I want to censor. There's nothing I want to take away. There's nothing I want to cut back. I love every aspect of this game, even if, I shouldn't say every aspect. There are some that I don't like that I don't have to engage with. In the same way, I've never done what was done, what you can do in GTA in that example that I gave. But just because there's a choice that people can make in a game doesn't mean that the whole game has to be looked upon as terrible because of one thing that people can choose to engage with. If there's an addition I would make to this game, is some sort of, I don't want to use relationship, but some sort of partnership between the women and the player. In all honesty, if I was making this game, I would have just made the women and the player won, and I would just want to play as the women in the game and not have to have the owner thing. But I feel like the owner thing was kind of just to off balance and make men feel comfortable with playing the game. But, you know, we don't got to get into that. Again, I don't want to take anything away. I only want to make additions. Have some sort of like feature where you can choose to have some sort of relationship with the woman, either be like a friend, a camera person, tier 3 sub. They already have that built into the game. D1 Gooner, they already have that built into the game. But it's all like, you know, for like normal niggas, or like, yeah, you know, like yo, some of us don't want to be creepy around women. Like, let us like just have a normal thing. They already have that in the photo mode, in the photo op mode, where it's clear that there's some sort of relationship between the women and the camera person taking the photo. I wish it wasn't so inherently not sexual, but like non-platonic, because I don't need a video game to be a I don't need a video game to have experiences like this. Some of us, Evelyn, it's all like you say these things and you know you hate yourself after you say these things, because these are the moments in videos where you want to cut it out, but you leave it in the video, and then you cringe at night thinking about what you said, wishing you never said it. So don't. Okay, thank you, me. I won't. So for like normal people, more normal people, I wish there were options to engage in this game where I felt like I was in a more natural state with the women instead of feeling like a tier 3 sub. Honestly, I wish I could just play as the women themselves and then just roam around the island. Hell, I wish I could create a woman of my own. Hell yeah. And I'm going to say this. I know this is going to freak a lot. I know this is going to freak a lot of y'all out. I know it is. But I promise you, what the internet says about people like me, and people that you probably think want to censor this game and all, I promise you, we are not like that. We are not like what the internet probably wants to scare you into thinking. I genuinely think this game would benefit from having some sort of woman on the team who is attracted to other women, to implement, not take away or censor, to implement more natural activities or like ways to interact with the women that weren't fucking weird. And by the way, when I say a woman on the team who's attracted to women, I mean one of these, like, listen. Oh, this video is gonna get me canceled. This video is gonna get me canceled, and I'm here for it, bitch. I'm not talking about one of these, well, see, I could mess around with a woman, but I can never end up dating. No! I want a loud and proud sapphic woman on the team. This game has the biggest opportunity. I mean, it caters to everybody. A cozy game that I can't listen to this music or express emotions besides anger and sadness because I'm big, strong, and full of testosterone. It caters to them. It would cater to the cozy girlies. If it didn't have very valid criticisms that people throw towards it, which again, I'm not saying to take away, I'm saying to add. For people who don't want to engage with that, you have the best of both worlds. You do. And you know, I'm sure there's some things that I've missed that probably have that probably do happen in the full game. Again, I'm playing the free version of it, which only has the woman, which only allows you to play as Kasumi. I think I will get into this franchise because I really am having a lot of fun with Extreme 3. I'm really having a lot of fun going through the Dead or Alive franchise currently. I say franchise, I've only played the first one. But no, this is a really fun game. It's done a lot for me in terms of just, I don't know, becoming more in touch with my feminine side in ways that I did not know was gonna turn out to this. But you know, I'm really appreciative of a game like this because this is definitely not something that would be created in the West today because so much stuff wants to be policed despite how free we say we are. But no, yeah, this is a really fun game. I also, in a few weeks, I have a presentation. I'm sorry, I'm having fun. I can actually talk to y'all right now. I actually have a presentation that I'm going to be putting together for class, which I'm thinking it's going to be it's going to be an overview of Japanese video games versus Western video games. And this is a topic that I've thought about for quite some time, but unfortunately it's another topic that really stinks. You can find another video where I kind of talk about that sort of dichotomy of things that I do believe, but I understand that the people who that feel like, but I also understand that the people that agree with my argument are not the people that I want to cater towards. A video like that you can see up here or up here, wherever that is. I don't want to put a video out like that because I don't want that sort of... I looked up what people were saying, and as soon as I saw a bunch of thumbnails of big nerd niggas with unkempt beards and terrible glasses with the word woke plastered in red, and I was all like, these are not the people I want on my channel. But I had a lot of fun recording this video. The second time around, amazing. I love women. I love women being happy. I love women having freedom to do shit and just have fun. 'Cause girls just wanna have fun. Oh, girls just wanna have, that's all they really want. Some fun. When the working day is done, oh, girls just wanna have. I'm gonna just say that.